Hello everybody and welcome to the that's a little crooked. Hello everybody and welcome to the first Console Grind on the Blast Off Games playlist. My name is Taylor Vandenacker, director and editor of Rocket On Productions, and I'm super excited to introduce this new series on the Blast Off Games playlist. It's going to be totally different from what we know so far about what I've been uploading, which is only PC, Mac games. But for the console series, what we're going to be really focusing in on are PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 3 games, and Xbox games. With those games, we're going to be kind of comparing the difference between these games, because what you get with the consoles are totally different resolution, totally different graphics as the games modernize. Like with the PlayStation 2, which was released March 2nd, 2000, those graphics were so much different between the PlayStation 2 and then the PlayStation 3, which was actually released in November 11th, 2006. Then you have Xbox One S, which was released in November 22nd, 2013. So this is really why I want to focus on each individual console. So that's a lot of what we're going to be focusing on with our console grind. Playing one game from each console and focusing on graphics, tactics, and what I really enjoy playing. And that's what Console Grind is really going to be all about. So, enough of me talking about what it's going to be all about. Let's actually get into some proper consoles and games that I really enjoy playing. Okay, so we are here now. And we are currently going to look over 3 games for each console. So let's first take a look at these 3 games here. Okay, so in order from my favorite 3 games for the PlayStation 2, it would go, this game is actually by Namco, a common game company at that time. I also have some of their games from the Wii. This is Ace Combat 4. So there's probably like a 3, 2, and 1. It's called Shattered Skies. This is actually a very, very good game for its time. This one got greatest hits, Ace Combat. Very, very well done. The graphics are actually really not that bad. And this Medal of Honor European Assault was even a more common game at that time. It was one of the more popular shooter games. And you can see that this one did not actually get a reward for it. And Star Wars Battlefront 2 is also, of course, like a more shooter game. But I know this is a little weird because we're jumping more modern games, sorry. This is Battlefront 1, but it's for the Xbox One. And this one is also Battlefront. This is Battlefront 2, but it's for PlayStation 2. And the graphics are much worse compared to this. So as you can see, there's been multiple renditions of Battlefront and Battlefront 2. But these are all different because of the era they were made in. One is more modern, of course, and one is more old. Anyway, we'll get back to this one a little bit later. And next of all, I want to talk about the PlayStation 3 compared to the PlayStation 2 games. So, comparatively, we have Need for Speed, which, first of all, I want to talk about. This one I actually have a steering wheel for. So we're talking now about accessories.
Let me just tell you something about this steering wheel. It adapts and it has vibration as well. So it adapts to the feel, how you turn. It's incredible. So this will be very cool to watch, I'm sure. You'll enjoy.
Back in the times of PlayStation 2, they didn't have as many available accessories to go along with it. But there definitely were some. We're talking about like a massive jump in graphics. At first, graphics weren't as good for like PlayStation 2. Computing power was insane. Like it was so much higher for PlayStation 3 compared to PlayStation 2. Is still being used to this very day, not as often, but still being used to this very day for supercomputers. Like I said, not as common, but they were used for supercomputers because of the way that the hard drive, the motherboard and hard drive and all that computing stuff was made. If you want more information about that, I actually will link a podcast talking about the history of PlayStation consoles. It's called Tech Stuff. They covered it very well in depth. I will link that in the description down below. As we can see, Need for Speed and Skyrim: The Elder Scrolls V both got greatest hits, and I can tell you why. Because the Skyrim's graphics are so phenomenal for its very time. It is so phenomenally well done.
Run, 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 run. Well, there we go, I'm dead.
And then we have Assassin's Creed, the Americas Collection. I really enjoy playing Assassin's Creed Americas Collection. It's so good. I'm currently playing Black Flag. Still going through that. And it's just so much fun to play. So much fun to play.
Okay, immediately we're getting into action. We're gonna fire out this bow from the distance. Oh no, we didn't. Oh no, oh the wind is so strong. Oh, we got him! Ow! Oh, did it sink already? Shoot. Oh wait, they're behind us? Oh shoot! Come on. Come on. Turn. Oh, come on.
Nerf this!
Oh, let's go.
So just a little thing that I wanted to note. Between these times, we're moving between now having a PlayStation Network ability, so you can play online, and we're talking now Blu-ray discs compared to just DVD discs. Blu-ray are able to hold much more storage compared to PlayStation 2. And then now moving away completely from PlayStation 2 era, we're talking about Xbox games. Xbox games, and we have a greatest hits. I totally forgot about that. I don't think there was such thing as greatest hits for Xbox. They didn't label it like PlayStation did. So we have Watch Dogs 2. Really enjoyed this game. I've had my moments where I just grinded it out completely. And then, of course, we'll be playing Battlefront. And I might do that with some friends as well. We can be playing Battlefront together. So that'll be fun. Both are Blu-ray now. And we have Lucasfilm and Ubisoft. And there's even a podcast by, again, Tech Stuff, talking about the history of Ubisoft. Something even more important that I want to talk about when we bring these games out again. There were more and more games that were done digitally, like that were put on consoles. You can see that now in their latest Xbox Series S. It has no disk drive. Xbox Series S has no disk drive. It's super compact compared to, you can look at my PlayStation 3, and it's nowhere in size compared to the Xbox Series 1. The titles are so confusing. PlayStation is much more direct with their titles, saying PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Xbox is here saying Xbox One X, 1S, 1X. You also have the first one they were talking about, Xbox 360. Like, what the heck? What are these titles? I don't understand. My point is that we are now moving into an era where we will be losing discs because games are getting too big. Other than that, we have indeed moved all the way up from PlayStation 2 to Xbox One S, or modern times, from old to new. And we've also stated our favorite games for all three consoles. We are here with 1, 2, 3, and 4 remotes. So here is the actual order. Turn around so you can see it. And we have one with cables, and we'll start with that one first. This one is for the PS2. Has its own special little connector that fits into the little hole on the front of the console, and it actually has vibration. Not all of them came with vibration, but they called it Dual Shock, and this is Dual Shock 2 for the PS2. And then we have another one that is not the same. This is for the PS3, and it's called Dual Shock 3, with a 6-axis because it's multi-directional, which is pretty cool. And on the front we have little pads here, shapes, because that's how the PlayStation consoles work. They have shapes, but of course the Xbox has its letters. So that's this, and it's the exact same on the old one too, except for the triggers are a little bit different. One actually bends down. On the old console, PS2, is more button-like. Hopefully you can kind of see the difference. That's how these kind of are different from each other. And then we have the biggies, the Xbox controllers. These are both the controllers for the Xbox. We'll get to this one soon. This one's actually broken. I had to get a new one. The Elite Series 2 controller. But this is the original controller that came with my Xbox. This has standard triggers. It's actually a little bit louder. It's less heavy. The buttons are a little bit more clanky. It's not as sturdy. But then when you get this controller, it literally changes my entire life. It's so much heavier. But feels more firm. It actually has customizable buttons. I showed you this in the trailer. The buttons feel more solid. It feels more sturdy, and it's less noisy. And you have customability. Everything's magnetic. You can literally switch these, and it will be still completely fine. You can take things off to switch to D-pad or to a more circular pad, and you have profiles. It's super cool and makes your gaming experience much better. And compared to this, in shape, it is so much different. This one is how you will hold it. My thumb naturally went up here. If people say you will get cramps this way, and the triggers don't feel as nice as they do for this. So those are the controllers. Those are the games I play. And that's really the starting point for this series. We've only just begun. You've seen the consoles. You've seen which one goes with which. We're going to be playing next week, next Sunday. We're going to be playing Ace Combat 4 next week. We're going to be playing Ace Combat 4 to start. We're going to be playing Assassin's Creed on the PlayStation. And then finally, we're going to be play Battlefront on Sunday. We'll see, but if not, of course, we're going to be playing some Watch Dogs and seeing how that compares. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you liked it, make sure to smash that like button in the face like a boss. And also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss when I upload. And other than that, I'll catch you guys later. My name is Caleb Vandermalker, director and editor of Rock On Productions, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye!